Hello, I'm Landon, and I'm the DM. On today's Kickstarter highlight, we have The Palace of 1001 Rooms, Chapter 6, Halls of Glory, an illustrated D&D rules, semi-agnostic, 5e compatible, OSR mega dungeon, RPG on an unprecedented scale by Michael Grayson S. This is a project that I have a soft spot for, and it is in need of some support and love. This project is the work of just 2 people, and with a goal of 6,600, with just about 8 days left, you can see that it does need some support, but there is plenty of time for it to still reach that goal. I'm hoping that some of you take my recommendation and check it out. Whether you back or just share the project, the help is greatly appreciated. Now this project, like most, isn't without its faults. One here is that the first part of the campaign page is mostly text. And it isn't until near the bottom of the 3rd scroll down that we start to get art, with sample pages. On average, that's about as much as you get from a potential backer. Within those 3 scrolls, the viewer needs to be hooked. They will likely decide whether or not they will back the project on those first 3 scrolls. Visuals, even just banners or standalone art, can really help with that. Now the art style isn't bad, as you can see. It does sort of remind me of something made from Daz 3D, which isn't a bad thing. Now for a little context. This project is basically the 6th chapter of a 10-chapter PDF series, which as a whole make up the Palace of 1001 Rooms. Each PDF consists of 100 rooms, 1 page each, connected via portals that are randomly determined where they lead. This project is mostly system agnostic, but it does present 5e compatible things when that's needed, such as monster stat blocks. From the campaign page, we learn about the general contents of each chapter. In Chapter 1, The Gatehouse, our valiant characters discovered and bypassed the halls of the ancient builders responsible for construction of the palace. In Chapter 2, The Guest House, the party was swept away into a world dreamt by a hostage princess, full of quests, knights, and strange magic. If they were clever enough to make it through the Dream chapter, the players stepped over into Chapter 3, The Servants' Quarters, and Chapter 4, The Main Keep. The sprawling classic dungeon romp in Chapter 5, we learn about the Genie Kings, who seem to be the guardians of the gateway into the upper levels of the palace. Chapter 6, The Halls of Glory, takes us past the pleasure domes of the Genie Kings, and the party is now treading into the upper levels of the palace, where the most powerful magics reside. Here, we find a place touched by the gods. Prepare to dodge lightning bolts and resist the temptations of the divine. Ancient quests await the brave seeking to gain immortal favor, or the chance to step into the levels beyond. Now I want to quickly highlight the stretch goals. The first few goals are all about unlocking chapters, PDFs, and their illustrations. Each chapter is released as it is finished, so unlocking more chapters won't delay the initial chapter in its release. They have an ultimate goal that opens up a lot of options for them, one of which actually includes getting a hardcover compendium of all 10 chapters if we're able to get that far. So how much does this cost? To just get the Chapter 6 PDF, it is only $20, which is a pretty good price. $40 will get you that, plus the illustration pack. Now, if you missed the previous chapters, the $50 tier gets you chapters 1 through 6 and all the illustrations. There are other tiers which include VTT battle maps for many of the rooms. Make sure you go and check out all of the details for yourself. There is a link to the project in the project description. I think this is a really cool project, and I hope it does well. To me, it is a fun idea. The 2 creators put a lot of work into it, and I hope that you go and check out the campaign. Go ahead and show your support for the project by checking out The Palace of 1001 Rooms, Chapter 6, The Halls of Glory on Kickstarter. There is a link down in the description. I hope you enjoyed this Kickstarter highlight. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified about videos as they come out. If you would like to support the channel, then why not become a patron? There's a link to the Patreon in the description as well. For my American viewers, I hope you had a pleasant Thanksgiving with family or friends. I'm Landon, and I'm the DM, and I will see you at the next Kickstarter.